Hey pop shoppers, welcome to Ed Rambeau's little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see the mountains tumble.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ed Rambeau, welcoming you all once again to my little corner of the world, hoping that each and every one of you had an awesome Thanksgiving. But now, with Turkey Day in the past, tonight we begin our first in a two-part series of Christmas specials. But before beginning tonight's show, it appears there are two more legendary greats we have to say farewell to. First, one of America's greatest jazz and gospel singers, who went on to become an actress as well as an ordained minister, the lady with the magical voice, the one and only Miss Della Reese. Along with the wonderful Miss Della Reese, we just lost an American actor, singer, songwriter, and guitarist known for his role as Keith Partridge, the son of Shirley Partridge, played by his stepmother Shirley Jones in the 1970s musical sitcom The Partridge Family, which led to his becoming one of pop culture's teen idols and pop singers of the 1970s, Mr. David Cassidy. So to both you, Della Reese and David Cassidy, thanks for sharing your talent with the world, which will continue to live on in our hearts and minds forever. With that said, rest in peace, dear friends. Now let's begin our theme for tonight, which is Christmas cheer, and I can't think of a better way to open this evening's show than with an amazing set of lyrics written by my longtime friend and songwriting partner, Mr. Bud Rehak. So sit back and allow Mr. Rehak's lyrics to take you on a journey through the many joys of Christmas with his magical composition, which is the title song from my Christmas CD of the same name, The Season of the Heart.
It's that special time of year, whether near or far apart, when we all reach out to those we love as we celebrate the season of the heart. Do you remember all the joy every Christmas, like every little girl and boy every Christmas, opening our presents one by one? God, we had fun, didn't we? Every year when we were good, every Christmas, Santa brought us all he could every Christmas. Though we had games and toys galore, we wanted more, didn't we? Now those days are in the past, we're all grown up at last, and hopefully much wiser. This year we got a lot of years behind us, and God will find us here on Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, there will be only love and laughter, come what may. On Christmas morning, the Christmas angels everywhere will hear us say, we don't need expensive presents or a table filled with food, or the very finest Christmas tree for a Merry Christmas mood. All we need are friendly people with hearts so full of love, and we'll receive the greatest gift, God's blessing from above. So let's join hands in a friendly style and greet each other with a friendly smile and sing Merry Christmas, sing Merry Christmas. Let selfishness depart. It's a lovely way to start as the whole world celebrates the season of the heart.
Thank you, Mr. Rehak, for that wonderful song, The Season of the Heart. Next, we have a song written by two other very dear friends of mine, Mr. James Piazza and Mr. Richard Currier. They originally wrote this piece for Tony Bennett, but soon discovered that Mr. Bennett only recorded songs which he owned completely and wasn't even willing to give them writing credits. What a guy, huh? As a result, Tony never got the chance to record this song, but I did. Anyway, it's a magical song about what I've come to call my hometown, New York at Christmas.
Traffic, rent, and fear make me wonder why I'm here. When a homebound train sounds like music to me. But come December, I suddenly remember that Manhattan is the only place to be. A Santa Claus on every block, Radio City, skyscrapers wrapped with a bow. It's Christmas Eve around the clock in New York City. Wish you were here for the show, though it won't be as merry without you tonight. I've still got Broadway to make Christmas bright. The neon glow of falling snow lights up the city. New York is Christmas to me. If dreams come true, and here they do, I'll soon be seeing New York at Christmas with you. If you long for a song of a snow-crested lark, it's just a subway to old Central Park. The neon glow of falling snow lights up the city. New York is Christmas to me. If dreams come true, and here they do, soon I'll be seeing New York at Christmas with you. So light up the city. New York is Christmas to me.
Thank you, James and Richard, for that very special Christmas song. It always makes me happy to be part of this great town known as Manhattan. As if it were only yesterday, I can remember the exact moment I first heard this next song. My sister Joan brought home a 45 RPM recording. Remember those? It was Mr. Frank Sinatra singing Mistletoe and Holly. I fell in love with the number right away and knew I had to include it on my Christmas CD. With that said, please enjoy my version found on my CD entitled Christmas Memories, Mistletoe and Holly.
Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly. Tasty pheasants, Christmas presents, countrysides covered with snow. Oh, by gosh, by jingle, it's time for carols and Kris Kringle. Overeating, merry greetings from relatives you don't know. Then comes that big night, giving the tree the trim. You'll hear voices by starlight singing a Yuletide hymn. Oh, by gosh, by golly, jolly. It's time for mistletoe and holly, fancy ties and granny's pies, and folks stealing a kiss or two as they whisper Merry Christmas to you. Then comes that magic night, giving the tree the trim. You'll hear voices by starlight singing a Yuletide hymn. Oh, by gosh, by golly, mistletoe and holly, let's give applause to Santa Claus and all of his reindeer too, as he sings out Merry Christmas to you, just you.
None of us will ever forget the first time we heard this next Christmas classic, because it was sung by one of our all-time greats, Mr. Nat King Cole. Written in 1945 during a blistering hot summer, Bob Wells and Mr. Mel Torme wrote it in an effort to stay cool by thinking cool. Please enjoy my take on this never-to-be-forgotten tune entitled The Christmas Song.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on Good Time Oldies Radio. That's goodtimeoldies.info. Tonight's theme, Christmas cheer. But before moving on, let's all welcome America's favorite pussycat, Mr. Talking Tom.
Hi, everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Well, it's a little early to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Tom, but we all appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. So tell us, what have you been up to, my friend?
Well, Well, I decided to take Angelina to Aruba for Thanksgiving, and as I was buying our plane tickets, I told the ticket lady to send one of my bags to New York, one to Los Angeles, and one to Aruba. She told me the airline can't do that. So I asked, why not? They did it last time.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. The airlines are notorious for losing people's luggage.
Tell me about it. And the food on the flight was horrible too. So much so that when the flight attendant picked up my food tray and said, "Didn't I tell you the food on this flight was fit for a king?" I said, "Yeah." Here, King.
I know very well. Airline food definitely isn't what it used to be, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you should have seen the hotel we stayed in. It was so elegant, room service had an unlisted number.
Now that's odd.
I know. And when we arrived at our hotel, this bum came up to me saying, "I haven't eaten in 2 days." So I said, "Force yourself."
Tom, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And I heard that same drunk was in front of a judge, and when the judge said, "You've been brought in here for drinking," the drunk said, "Okay, I'll have a vodka martini to start."
Tom, you're making this up.
I am not. It's the truth.
So what else did you do in Aruba?
We went to the racetrack, and I put all my money on this great horse that came in last.
Are you kidding? What's so great about a horse that comes in last?
Oh, come on. It took 7 horses to beat him.
Say goodnight, Tom.
Good night, everybody. Don't forget to start your Christmas shopping early. See you in 2 weeks. But for now, my catnip awaits.
Thank you, little buddy, for another almost funny evening. See you in 2 weeks, my friend. So there you have it, folks. America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Returning now to tonight's theme, Christmas cheer. Here's an old favorite, originally made famous by Mr. Bing Crosby. Please enjoy my rendition of Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
You'd better watch out, you'd better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, gather round. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy toot toot, Santa rumba tum tums. Santa Claus is coming to town. The curly-haired dolls, the cuddle and coo, elephant boats and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boyland will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree.
You better watch out.
You'd better not cry.
You better not pout.
I'm a-telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake.
He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. You'd better watch out.
You better not cry.
You'd better not pout.
I'm telling you why.
Santa Claus is coming to town. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming. You mean the big fat man with a long white beard? He's coming to town.
Thank you, Mr. Crosby, for introducing us to that wonderful song, which certainly has become a Christmas favorite throughout the years. And this next tune is another Christmas favorite, written by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine, and introduced to us by the incomparable Judy Garland in the 1944 MGM musical Meet Me in St. Louis. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
We certainly owe our gratitude to Miss Judy Garland for bringing that awesome melody and set of lyrics to the forefront, don't we? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. But before moving on to my next selection, I'd like to take this moment to say to someone, have yourself a merry little birthday, because only 7 days from now, on December 9th, our good friend Jean will be celebrating another birthday. So happy birthday in advance, dear Jean, and I'm sure I speak for everyone in the chat room as well as all those who know and love you. From my heart I say, may your special day be merrier and brighter than Christmas. With that said, let's return to tonight's theme, Christmas Cheer, with a song that wasn't written as a Christmas song, but throughout the years has seemed to become one. From The Sound of Music, please enjoy my version of this wonderful Rodgers and Hammerstein classic, My Favorite Things.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When that dog bites, when that bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad, so bad. Don't feel so bad.
These are my favorites.
Don't feel so bad.
These are my favorites.
Don't feel so bad.
These are my favorites.
So bad.
In closing, I'd like to send you off with a rousing Christmas number first introduced to us by Mr. Andy Williams. I'm sure you already know I'm speaking about none other than the song called "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year."
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be pumpkin pies baking and photographs taken when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time of the year.
closing, even though every member of my immediate family has been deceased for many years, I'd like to take this moment to wish them all a very Merry Christmas, along with each and every one of you, my faithful and wonderful listeners out there. And once again, with much love, happy upcoming birthday, Gene. This is Ed Rambeau, and from my little corner of the world to yours, here's wishing you the happiest holiday season one could possibly imagine, filled with an overabundance of joyfulness and love. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you all back here 2 weeks from this evening. Now let's return to Mr. Stu Weiss, waiting in the wings with his special gift to all of us, his amazing pop shop. Good night with buckets of love, everyone!